everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody?
So it looks like we're having a problem with Facebook. Says can't go live on Facebook. Let's see here. Because it's not access to the public. Don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Well, we'll just roll with what we have, people. So something's going on. No connection on Facebook. There's one. Hi, Ruby. Good. All right, good. All right. Before we get started, today's video is sponsored by Sharrell. This is the mic that I use. You get $100 off during the holiday season. I'll put the link in the description. I also put in a link for my green screen, Fuzzy. If you're interested in that, the link will be in the description. All right, we got a crazy story. We got to go quick today. We got to go quick because after this, Josh, give us an hour. Perry has to catch up on Married to Medicine, but we're going to talk about Curtis cheating on Dr. Jackie again. We're going to talk about Brandy's face, and we're going to talk about Kyle hooking up with Teddy. Child. So give us an hour. Give us an hour after this video, and we will definitely head to the backup channel because reality TV is off the hook today. It's insane. But today, so is the trial of the century. That's what I'm calling the Diddy case. It heated up yesterday when they announced that Tony Buzbee also included Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's paperwork was 223 pages. 223 pages. Tony Buzbee said in his paperwork, not only was Jay-Z with a minor girl, he's also was with a minor boy. Okay, so that's what he's stating. Jay-Z also filed yesterday that he wanted the young girl who was 13 at the time, who is 37 now. He wants her name to be revealed so he can get a case together. That's just common sense. You have to know who you're fighting. Also, they're saying that he wants it to be expedited. So he doesn't want this paperwork and the judge's decision to go on for a long time because he said it could affect his job with the NFL, which is being in charge of the entertainment. Okay, so also we're going to talk about Tony Buzbee getting sued by a former client who's basically saying that he's extorting him too, and that Tony Buzbee has a history of stiff-arming money out of people. Yeah, the plot thickens, Tony. You didn't talk about that part. Child, what people are saying that Tony Buzbee take advantage of Black people. It's a lot. So I'm just going to go down the articles. Perry, did you want to say anything before we begin?
Oh, no, let's get into it.
Okay. Let's start with Tony Buzbee. Okay. Here we go. Child, the plot thickens. So before I get into all of that, I wanted to say a lot of people had a lot of smoke for Perry yesterday. And they had a lot of smoke for Perry because they were saying that Perry said, I'm going to wait and find out what's going on because it doesn't sound right to me. People had a lot of smoke. You talk about it, Perry.
Yeah. Look, people, the whole thing is this. When I give my opinion, I can come on and just read you what's happening, but I think a lot of people want to know, well, hey, Perry, what you think about it? And if you don't think that, I'm the type of person that's going to give you my opinion anyway. So it was only my opinion that I just didn't believe it. I said, I don't have proof. He didn't do anything. I said, it's my gut feel. These people start saying, hey, Perry, it's different when you talked about Diddy. You was saying that you felt like he did it, and it don't change. I feel like a lot of things Diddy did, I just feel that way. I don't have proof that he did it. So you can have your opinion that he didn't do it or he did do it. That's your opinion. But people are just coming back and forth. Hey, I can't believe you said that. Um, look, I can't believe you said some shit like that because that girl need to be able to safeguard her name. Not when you 37 years old and you going after somebody's career, right? I look at it totally different. And I understand people because really, you saying she needs to safeguard her name, but if I came back and said, why didn't she file earlier? Then you're gonna have some negative shit to say to Perry. Oh, Perry, you don't understand. A person don't want to be out there like that. And I get that. I get that. I finally understood that nobody want to be victim shamed all over again. That's why people stay away from it. But when you put your hand in the ring, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't fight for her rights. She should, and she should have years ago, if you want to be specific. But if it took this amount of time, when she do it, hey, you get to put your name out there because he has the right. And people saying, "Well, Perry, you would look at it differently if that was your kid." Yeah, I would look at it differently too if that was my damn son being accused. And I understand how you guys feel about, hey, if this person accused that the accusee should, like if a person is accused, they have rights, but the person being accused have rights too. And the only thing I'm saying, because you get all these blogs out here that act like they got some secret informant breaking all this news. But the bottom line is, it's just a case. We've been talking about Diddy since February. I
Oh
have not
yeah.
seen a videotape yet besides the one him kicking Cassie in the hallway. If anybody think I'm wrong, please tell me. What video that these people running around interviewing all these friends and all this stuff, it's just confusing things. At the end of the day, you can say what the hell you want to say on a YouTube channel, but I need it said in court. That's where they gonna judge either innocent or guilty. And when people get upset because, hey, Harry, I just think he did it. You have the right to think that way. I'm not saying he didn't do it. And if Jay-Z had part to do with anything like that, I think he should have, pay the price for it. I also think if you a person that's falsely accusing people, it should be a price to pay too. You don't want the person to give their name. If they're simply wrong, they just lose the case and they get to walk off into the sunset. Being a black man, I don't read too many articles of a person claimed this happened to him on a bridge. Somebody stole my car, threw my kids over the bridge. Who was it? It was a black male. People get falsely accused all the damn time. I'm just simply saying, let's slow down. When people ask me, hey, Perry, well, you feeling a little different about Diddy. You know what? I got to revisit that too. I do feel like Diddy done some things wrong. Do I know if he did everything? No, I don't. And maybe, because, I'm an adult, but I make mistakes. Maybe I should have slowed down on that too. I'm simply saying on this right here, let's slow it down. Because if you so high and mighty and feel like you got the proof, send it to me. I would change my mind. I said, let the evidence come out. And when you write up file a claim on somebody, a lawsuit, is allegations. Haven't nothing been proved yet. And Buzbee can say he got 200 clients, 400. Has Buzbee showed anybody a tape yet? And I'm not even gonna say if he got the tape, did he get it from whoever? Has he showed you any proof? It's allegations. And he safeguarded himself because his client, according to him, his client is the one feeding him the information, which he's just only, taking their word and prosecuting it. So he's sort of safeguarded in that sense, but I don't know what's going to happen with the Jay-Z lawsuit against him for extortion, because that's going against him. So whether he extorted them or not, and people go, oh, that's not extortion. Lawyers do it all the time. It's called a demand letter. Yeah, and a person can feel how they feel when they get the demand letter too. They can feel like, hey, this guy trying to rob me for my money. If you know you didn't do something and somebody demanding let's meet up, have mediation over some shit you didn't do, more than likely you ain't gonna do it. But to just keep it clear, I had all this smoke yesterday, and people want to say these things. I'm not saying you're wrong. I said I respect your opinion. I told a lot of people this, but damn it, respect go both ways. Respect mine, because I'm not on here like a lot of bloggers said, I know this. I said this is my gut feeling. And that's just where it's at. If it's my gut feeling, I said I don't have no proof. What else should I tell you? Should I hold your hand, rock your ass to sleep, give you a pacifier, change your pamper? At a certain point, be an adult. Let's just have a conversation. Go ahead, Sharrell.
Okay, I think you got it off your chest.
Yeah.
All right, so now they're saying that Buzbee got sued on Monday because he had a client that worked at what's it called? Have you guys ever watched that show where they go out on a boat and they get on the oil rigs and they
Italy
go
catch.
out there for like 3 months? He had some injury on the job. In their policy, while you're out on injury, you get payments. Okay, because it happens a lot out there. It's a very dangerous job. So this guy's name is what's his name? Let me read the article. It says Jay-Z isn't the only one targeting Anthony Buzbee in court. A former client claims Buzbee acted like his own loan shark than his lawyer in a personal injury case. Directly on the heels of Jay-Z scorching attack on Buzbee. His name is Matthew Ray Thompson Jr. He is now unloading on Buzbee, filing a federal lawsuit Monday against his ex-attorney. According to the documents obtained by TMZ, Thomas says he was injured in July 2023 while working as a deckhand on a vessel that stuck a barge in the Houston Ship Channel. I know what it is. I don't know what their title is. He says that he restrained Buzbee he retained Buzbee to file a lawsuit on his behalf in November 23, which triggered an automatic payment to Thompson from his employer while his lawsuit was pending. But in the suit, Thompson claims, hold on. Y'all know I can't read. See. But in the lawsuit, Thompson claims those payments were delivered directly to Buzbee's firm, and then Buzbee gave him disbursements with one very expensive catch. So he's saying with their union, whenever they go out on injury, you still get some type of payments, okay? But they sent the payments to Buzbee instead of to him, which would have been okay if Buzbee would have paid him. It says, but in the suit, Thomas claims those payments were delivered directly to Buzbee's firm. Then Buzbee gave him disbursements with only one expensive catch. Thompson alleges Buzbee loaned him his own funds and added an insult to injury, also charged him a high interest rate. So Buzbee pretended like he was the one giving him the money up front. And because I'm fronting you the money up front, I'm also adding an interest to the payments that you owe me back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. At a higher interest rate. He claims Buzbee held back more than 60% of his money he was owed. And he alleges Buzbee has a rep for pulling this move on other clients as well. It's not a good look for Buzbee. Not a good look. This could be the reason why Jay-Z hired private investigators to go find out and talk to more victims. So basically, what they're saying is Buzbee's a con artist that preys on the weak. Let me keep reading. While Buzbee's former client doesn't make reference to Diddy or Jay-Z by name, Thompson does paint a picture of Buzbee that's similar to the claims Jay and Jay-Z made on Sunday in his scathing statement. Thomas said Buzbee has come rich by milking settlements with threats of negative attention from people who rely on their public reputation for their livelihood. Then the article says they reached out to Buzbee and he didn't return it. So let me explain in detail what they're accusing him of doing. Okay, he sees a person that is in trouble and this is affecting their reputation. In a sense, he goes to them, milks money out of them by saying, if this doesn't happen, then your name could be dragged through the mud. Just Having one client say this about you is damaging. Now, I'm not saying Buzbee's guilty. I'm telling you what happened. If there's going to be more clients coming out saying that he stiff-armed them, ooh, not a good look. Now, I questioned this early on. I said, why would Buzbee, a millionaire, even put himself in that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? My screen went blank. Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking, my first thoughts to Perry is, why would a rich man do that? Well, they're saying this is how he makes his money. He's a con artist. This is what they're saying. Hope is not true. Hope is not true. Because if it is true, he saw that Diddy was in trouble. He knew that the public was turning against Diddy, and he used him as a victim. They're also saying that he supposedly has 120 clients, but most of them are Jane Does, fake people. We know that. Fake people pretending to be this and that none of his clients or lawsuits are actually sound and legit with evidence. Doesn't mean he doesn't have evidence now. They're saying right now. And he's the one that's really intensifying Diddy's case with the public. 5 more people here, 10 more people there. I got more people. And if y'all don't want y'all reputations dragged through the mud, pay me, pay me, pay me. This is the claims. These are the accusations. Do I know them to be true? No, I'm just saying what the new client Thompson is saying and what these articles are saying. If this is true, people are saying that he gets over on Black people. If this is true, that's not good. I'll just put it at that because I don't know yet. If it's true, it's not good at all. And you were big on going live and having press conferences, but now you haven't said anything yet. And everyone is waiting for you to respond. Jay-Z has put in a motion to the judge because he's saying, I need this resolved quickly because this could affect my job with the NFL. I hope this isn't true because I do believe in my heart there are true Diddy victims. That's why I always say I'm about the victims. All this other stuff, all this other hoopla that's just what it is, hoopla, that no one needs to be paying attention to. I hope this isn't true, but you do have a lawsuit right now, Mr. Buzbee, and you have a good reputation. I hope none of this is true. Jay-Z, I hope you're not being extorted. This is serious. But if it is true, I will say this. Hi, Lisa. Speak on Perry. You are entitled to your opinion. Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
I will say this. If this is true, Jay-Z is the wrong person. He has money for days. He has clout for days. Someone said to me, Sharrell, Jay-Z does not have clout. On what planet? On what planet are you guys talking about? Jay-Z doesn't have clout. I would tell you my personal experience, but it's this. Jay-Z has clout. Come on, it's just common sense. Rich people have clout. How Jay-Z don't have any clout? I think that people love drama. People love to get caught up in the mess. They love it. They love it. They love it. And what I was saying to you guys yesterday is I see Jay-Z through Foxy Brown going after another blogger. They're calling this blogger, she's a liar. She's a liar. And if she doesn't shut up, I'm going to sue her ass. I don't want to be on that list. So I make sure I don't lie. I don't know how y'all talk about I'm scared of Jay-Z. That's just common sense. I'm a businesswoman that's owned my business for 7 years. Never been called a liar. Never been sued for lying. You have to be smart with your business because while the crowd loves the drama, this is my channel. So if I get caught in a lie and they shut my channel down, y'all just going to move to the next channel. I'm a smart businesswoman. I don't put myself in those positions. Perry, what is your thought on just this part? Because we have more to go on Buzbee and the Jay-Z, and I mean on the Thompson lawsuit here.
Oh no, I think that's like people just like last night get a lot of comments. Oh, you act like a celebrity can't do wrong. I know they can, but I think you act like a rich lawyer can't do wrong. Now, I'm not saying this. I ain't even read the law case from Thompson and Buzbee. But you have these attorneys, they do it because greed. And all this stuff, and people coming to me about Buzbee last night. Well, he's doing what a lawyer's supposed to do. I get it. And I understand about a demand letter, but what a lawyer should do once he sent a demand letter and the person don't want to accept that, do his job and take him to court. Why is he mad about it? And, you know, because he shouldn't be mad. He should have evidence to be able to prove his case. Or do he? That's the question mark people need to know. Just because you can file allegations, it don't mean they got proof. Somebody asked me, Perry, do you think the lawyer would take this with no proof? He gonna take it from his client's word. Now, he'll try to build a case, but I think oftentimes a lot of people that have a lot to risk with bad pub will settle a case. Look at Michael Jackson, settle a case, just not to have it out there to mess up their reputation or whatnot, whether it's true or false. Because if I can remember right, I still can't remember where Michael Jackson was found guilty. But then even when you settle these cases, if your name out there, people just assume you just paid them off because you had money. But I think the guy could be telling the truth. Why would he lie? Buzbee probably started off as an injury lawyer. That's what he sounded like. And he can, you know, do other things. But injury lawyers, people, let's keep it real in the chat. As soon as you get an accident, are you going to call your pastor to represent you? No. You want somebody that's going to lie and know the rules and get you paid. If you walk into an injury lawyer office, what happened? Okay, we need to get you in a neck brace. That pays more. We got to talk about your back. We got to talk about this. They know the rules. And I don't know whether Buzbee got a case or not. I'm just simply saying, I can't take his word for it like you're not taking Jay-Z's word for it. I'm not taking neither. It's not even my damn responsibility. I'm just telling you the story. Both of them have the right to their day in court. That's all I'm saying. And you get all these people out here getting everybody riled up with false bullshit. Oh, I got an informer calling me. This person said this. And if all these people that's touring the internet, let's think about it, people, run into this channel with all this information and detail what's don't happen to them, what they don't see, why haven't they went to law enforcement? Why ain't they damn suing? But they out here selling lies for cash, people. And it's sad to say, you get a lot of bloggers. Oh, it's like the Inquiry, just come out with all kind of shit every day. What kind of informants you got that's giving you this popping news? Man sleep with dog on elevator. You know, look, it's too much for me, Sharrell. Let's get back to your story.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, Michelle. Is that my Michelle? Let's see. Why is Jay-Z harassing Buzbee and his family and his employees? Jay-Z is acting like a guilty man. You could say that, but I think anybody with that kind of money and that kind of stature is going to hire private investigators. I know I did on my level. You hire private investigators so you can put a case together. And if this man has a reputation of doing this to other people, you would need to know that. That's not harassing. That's being a smart business person. And you have to remember too, nothing matters in court. All the stuff that we're hearing about Jay-Z, unless you can prove it, they're just a bunch of people gossiping. I mean, and someone said that why should the victim have to reveal her name? Well, she's not 13 anymore. And he needs to be able to put a case together. That's why she should reveal her name.
Well, yeah, and Sharrell, piggyback off what this person just said too. Look, I mean, you can look at it as harassment as the same way Jay-Z can look at it as extortion. With the demand letters, he feel like this lawyer harassing me over something I'm going to deny or I feel like I didn't do. And And people would tell me, like all last night, the lawyer just doing his job. And we saying Jay-Z is harassing him. Show me proof that Jay-Z did it. If his attorneys that's getting paid by him doing whatever to defend him, then what's the difference than Buzbee doing what he's doing? So that's it, Sharrell.
It's weird. I think Buzbee's a good attorney. He doesn't have the reputation of being one for no reason. I think Spiro is a good attorney. This is about to be a brawl because somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. And all that matters is what you can prove in court. So if Buzbee was looking for a good fight, he found one. He found one. And I don't think he expected Jay-Z to put a case against him. That's why he reacted the way that he did yesterday by outing him. I think he thought when he outed Diddy, the public instantly turned against Diddy. And when it was like, maybe, then the tape was released and everyone was on board. I'm thinking maybe he thought that was going to happen with Jay-Z. And if you have a tape, now's the time to release it. If you have information, Tony, on Jay-Z, now's the time to release it. Because in the public eye, with this other guy coming forward saying that you do this to a lot of people and there's other clients involved, now's the time for you to release, go send it to TMZ so we can see what you got. Jay-Z hasn't harassed that man. However, his attorneys do their job and investigate, just like Buzbee is probably investigating.
Thanks, Leo. That's all I'm saying.
Toria says, he messed with the wrong one. Now Jay-Z is not the one. He has has a lot more money than Diddy anyway. Money's money. Who's richer? I don't know. Who's richer. I like one bringing a case, Buzbee, whatever. Like, didn't he represent T.I.? I don't know. I mean, that girl and T.I. won that lawsuit. Let me go look it up. I know if he's good or not. I don't know what's happening. I got to lay back. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. That's an interesting question. Very interesting question. Because he didn't get the reputation of being good for no reason.
Right. I mean, because I hear that he's an outstanding lawyer in Texas, one of the big ones. And I get it. It's just like, but people would say this. So, but Perry, why would a lawyer with that kind of reputation go foul? Why would a big celebrity with $1 billion go foul? So, I mean, we can't put nobody on a pedestal. People saying, Perry, you and your wife can't put this person on a pedestal. I'm not. I'm just saying simple, keeping it simple. Everybody deserves their day in court.
Who is Deshaun Watson?
He was a football player, a quarterback. Yeah, and yeah, he represented alleged victims and stuff of Deshaun Watson. And
Buzbee did
those cases. I think so.
What did Deshaun Watson do?
They were saying SA, like he would go to massage parlors and the women would claim that he SA'd them. I don't know. I mean, I ain't really followed whether he's guilty or not. I think he could have settled for a lot. And any good attorney rather settle.
He settled.
The client don't have to pay that much money, and they win a case. A settlement is a win for an attorney. So
listen to this. It says Buzbee has. Go ahead, Perry.
I don't see why Buzbee can get mad when a man don't want to settle with you. Then you're forced to take him to court. You know the law, Buzbee. Go ahead.
It says Buzbee has gained a national reputation along with California-based Gloria Allred. I'm not making this up, okay? As the go-to person for for SA and SA harassment allegations against celebrities. In 2022, Buzbee announced that Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson settled out of court.
Okay.
Settled all but 4 of the 24 lawsuits Buzbee's office has filed against him. They allege SA and actual misconduct. Mm-hmm. That's just one client.
That was a big client. I mean,
Yeah, but who else?
oh, it's more, but that's good enough. I'm thinking, well, you can keep looking, but I think that's good enough just to say that he represent people like an injury lawyer or a person that say this happened to him and go down and try to get these settlements, which he should. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but I think people mess up if they're not guilty or whatever, make the settlement because then he gonna bring in some more people to get some more settlements from you, whether it's true or not. A lot of people settle just to quieten it up so it don't harm their reputation just by being out there in the news. That's just my opinion.
You guys, I actually typed in Tony Buzbee and T.I. I don't see anything coming up. Keep seeing Deshaun Watson, Ken Paxton. I don't know who that is. I thought there would be a list, but doesn't mean that he didn't. Just I can't find the Jay-Z, Texas lawyer, Tony Buzbee is deplorable. Oh my God, let me read this. Sean Diddy Combs is named in another civil lawsuit, this time with Jay-Z, born Sean Carter, named as a defendant in the lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed by an Alabama woman. Then I don't know who this woman is. Identified anonymously as Jane Doe. Okay, the MTV Music Awards. So Spiro's calling him deplorable. Child, this is going to be a interesting. Jay-Z response to lawsuit calls Tony Buzbee a deplorable human being. Here's the new lawsuit. Okay, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. I want to see what you guys say. He settled real fast and he's guilty as hell. I think he is. I think he is. But we have to say this. If you take away Tony Buzbee's cases, Diddy's cases are really old. You know, the one with Aaron Hall, they're really old. So I think Diddy's guilty, and I will never get Cassie's tape out of my head. But it's not an instant win if you don't clue Buzbee. So all this is I agree, Sharrell. This is going to be a proper legal fight in the civil court of law. I mean, if you want to fight anybody, Jay-Z's a person. BP company, he won like over $1 billion in total. But are they celebrities? BP? I'm just curious. I don't know. Someone asked me who was this other celebrity client. Was it T.I.? I don't see T.I. She sound dumb about birds of a feather. Who is Jay-Z's boys? Kells and Diddy. You might automatically just accuse Buzbee as going to win, but you never know in court of law. That comes from a person that's never been sued before. You never know. You don't get cocky and on your high horse and thinking that it's a slam dunk case, because in court, every day is a new day. And we're not saying that he's going to lose. We just don't know what's going to happen.
We just haven't seen the evidence, people. That's it. Like, just slow it down. And I get it. Like, my gut feeling, just by losing some of my logic, that if they had a tape for 24 years or some evidence, because hearsay, people, in my opinion, is not, if Jay-Z was to hit the stand and the victim hit the stand and she say, well, this happened to me with no evidence or no proof, I don't think it would go far. That's just my opinion. So unless you want me to believe that it's a tape and people saying Diddy got tapes with Jay-Z, you gonna need this tape, right? You got to show me something. But right now, you making your opinion up based off a tape that you haven't seen. So that's what I'm just saying. Let's just slow it down a little bit and be reasonable, because like when people say, if it was your child, you would think differently. Yes, let's all pretend like it was our child that was victimized. Let's pretend like it was our child that's being accused. Let's slow it down, because we would want that for our family. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me read a couple more and then we'll move on. He had some big cases, though. I'm sure he did. He has a stellar reputation. So it's interesting, very interesting. Go hang with Epstein for years and we won't second guess you. Make that make sense. Harry, translate.
Um, oh, I guess they saying that go hang out with Epstein. I'm gonna hang out with myself, but if you can show me evidence, then I believe you, and that would it would make sense for you to show me evidence if you have it. That's it.
Jay-Z may win, but the backlash and things he will lose will hurt his brand definitely. It
Yep.
very much could.
Mhm.
Also, too, I don't know. Both sides are going to fight like hell because both of their reputations is in call. The court will believe a white woman over any black man any day.
Well, I honestly think with this case, they're gonna need to have some evidence.
You're saying, Michelle, that they're only going to believe her because she's white?
Yeah, but I'm saying and typically that it could go that way, but I think with this case, you're gonna have to show some evidence because it's not like somebody just stole your purse. This is out there with their legend.
Well, last night Jay-Z went to a function for Blue. She's in a movie. Let me pull that up. And it was him and Beyonce. And they said that celebrities are siding with Jay-Z. That doesn't mean he's innocent. I just think that nobody wants to jump the gun and start accusing this thing. It's different. Diddy's in jail. We seen Diddy's tape. A lot of people didn't come out. A lot of celebrities didn't come out and condemn Diddy either. So, all of their reputations is on the line. Let me see. So this was last night.
And I see what people say in civil court. They say in civil court is less to prove. Yeah, but trust me, we don't been to civil court too a few times, right? You still got to prove more than just you recalling the story for 20 years ago, 24 years ago. That's just my opinion. Like anything can go down. That's why you really don't want to go to court because anything can go down. But at this point, I'm taking it slow, and I think it's my gut feel that he didn't do it. But like I said, I don't have no proof. That's just my feeling, and I think a lot of people's opinions are he did do it because who he hung out with. It's okay to feel that way. I respect that, but at the end of the day, your opinion and my opinion is not going to determine whether he's guilty or innocent. Both of them deserve, the victim and the person that's being accused deserve their day in court. That's what I'm saying.
So this is them last night. They were at an event for Blue Ivy, who we seen her dancing, and now she's in a movie. I think she's trying to be a spitting image of her mother. She's grown into a pretty young lady, and I think she's got the bug. Perry, can you add me back to the mod status? Lisa Hart. I don't have a comment section showing. Sharrell, your nails are beautiful.
Lisa, I try to find it, but after this video, the comments ain't gonna show right now. But after this video, it'll be a comment section. Just post in there. It's easier for me to add you that way.
I think they made a statement last night by coming out, appearing to be not worried. I don't know if they're worried or not, but that's what the vibe they want to put off. They also knew it was Blue's night, and they didn't let it stop them. It says the premiere of Mustafa, the Lion King. She's in the Lion King. She reminds me of Beyonce sometimes, and then when she's standing next to Jay-Z, she kind of looks like Jay-Z too. I think all three of her kids are going to be she's grooming her. She's grooming her to be the next Beyonce. I think all of them are going to be in the arts. Someone said they're worried. You think they're worried?
Oh, of course. And worried if you feel like, you could, look, nobody's happy. Even if you know you didn't do something, you still worried about the consequences. Your name just being out there, how it's going to affect your career. Jay-Z might have to, eventually, if this stuff keep blowing up this way, the NFL going to have to make a decision. Yeah. So it can affect that. And then at the end of the day, let's say this, for example. Say if Jay-Z is guilty, he need to do the time. If he's not, and lose his opportunity with the NFL, and we find out 8 months from now is no case, what do the victim pay? Not a damn thing. That's what I'm saying. I think a liar, I think if Jay-Z's guilty, he should do his time. I think it'll cut down the bullshit with all these little internet people running around lying and all this. If you take somebody to court and you lose, it should be some consequences for your ass. That's just my thought.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about this healthcare guy real quick because it's live right now. Have y'all been watching it? So he had an arraignment today, and the guy is 26 years old. His name is Luigi Mangiano. Very, very Italian name. They're saying that he's 26 and he felt like the rich take advantage of the poor, and he feels like a lot of unjust things are going on. He's 26 years old. You unalive somebody at 26. You're done. They said he comes from a rich family. His family released a statement and said that they don't know how this happened. He never gave any signs. He wasn't a outraged person. His schoolmates said they can't believe that this is happening to him. But it's clear. So this is him walking into the hearing, and he's yelling out things. He's saying, don't trust society. He's, I'm not going to call him crazy, but normal people don't act like that. But normal people don't do what he did. It's on tape. You're going to jail for the rest of your life. It's on tape. It's on tape. They said that they arrested him at a McDonald's. A McDonald's worker saw him. His face was covered and just said that she thought that was the guy. They called the police. They walked up to him. They asked him where he'd been in the last 24 hours. He started shaking. I'm surprised he didn't run. And now he's in front of the judge at a hearing arraignment. Perry, what would make somebody do this at 26?
You know what, though? That's the
He's
part
a nice-looking young man. He's also from the LGBT community. He has an African-American boyfriend. None of this matters. I'm just telling you a little bit about him. Go ahead, Perry. Oh, he's in college. What's going on, Perry?
Yeah, see, that's the part I've been trying to figure out. Like, but why would he do it? And then sometimes, like, well, how would he know exactly who his target was? How would he know exactly he's gonna be alone on this day? I don't know. But I mean, my first thought, it was maybe he had a family member that got denied, like the insurance company, and then maybe they could have passed or something, and that made him upset. So I still don't know today why he did what he did, and maybe maybe he'll say why he did it. I don't know.
They also found a handwritten manifesto. So he used the Unabomber as his muse. And he had a manifesto talking about how frustrated he was with the healthcare system. But what makes it really weird is that your family has money. I don't know. It's weird. That's all I have to say. It's weird. And so we'll keep you guys updated on that. And the boy, he's definitely going to jail for the rest of his life.
They basically saying in the chat that maybe he could have snapped. He was on pain pills for his back or something. I don't know, but a lot of people can snap. But why would, I don't know, snapping? It's like an instinct kind of thing. But if you out there waiting on somebody, you probably did more than snap.
Well, I heard that he was an addict, and maybe it caused permanent damage. Nobody knows. We don't know. He's not talking, and we don't know. I feel bad. He's a nice looking young man, educated young man, comes from family with money. What are you doing, Luigi? Luigi, what are you doing? It's a lot. All right, you guys, we're going to end everything here because me and Perry are going on in 1 hour. We got to talk about reality TV. So I'll put the link in my community post. We're going to talk about Brandy's face. We're going to talk about Kyle hooking up with Teddy. We're going to talk about Curtis cheating on, cheating on Dr. Jackie yet again. Perry, if you have any last words, please.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
We'll see you guys in an hour. Bye, you
Hey,
guys.
bye, everybody.